guys, and welcome back. We are in Act 2, or Set 2, or however you want to put it. We have to talk a bunch of companions. I was just looking. So we have talk to Varric, visit Anders. We'll catch up with Aveline in this episode, and then we'll kind of go from there on which ones we go and pick from. We're supposed to speak to Fenris and Isabel and Sebastian. So
feels like family.
That's good. Before we talk to her, I would definitely like to make sure we have nothing floating around here. Excuse me, Aveline. Perfect.
Fine day.
It is. Anything in your office, Aveline? Okay.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed.
Do not screw around with Aveline.
You'd think the captain of the guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest.
Good girl.
Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Grouse all you want. But the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawk. Just
say the word. Aveline after the Deep Roads. Since the adventure in the Deep Roads, Aveline has settled into her life as captain of the guard. She has removed the stain of Captain Jevon's corrupted and turned the guardsmen into an effective enforcers of the law and order. Becoming captain of the guard title should have brought Aveline stability, but she has instead found herself taxed by having so many people under her care. She is very protective of the people she commands, to the point of training each guardsman herself and personally reinforcing otherwise simple patrols. Injury rates are lower than ever before, but the guards are beginning to feel smothered. Aveline is utterly dedicated to her job, leaving no time for anything beyond the occasional sidetracks with Destiny. Even that is an excuse to watch over people she cares about. She is a guardian in every waking moment and doesn't seem to know how to put down the weight she carries.
say the word.
Always, Aveline, always.
Hope the days.
Yes, thank you. Okay. Let me just make sure here. Yep, that's an old one. It's an old one. So it's 15 that we're going after? Perfect. Out we go. Boan.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you, Miss Eyre. If only you humans didn't all look the same.
I was called to the keep on important business, Bowden.
Yes, I was hoping to catch you before you arrived. I came to deliver this to you, the last of the proceeds from all that treasure you found in the deep roads. It seems your friend Varric found a buyer after all, yes? Quite well done.
Who's standing right behind me?
I can put this to good use.
Of course. Always happy to help. Before I go, may I simply say how grateful I am that you've allowed my boy to stay in your home. I said I would repay you for saving Sandal's life, and I shall serve you faithfully. It is good to know he is safe.
I didn't ask you to be my manservant, Bowden.
But I owe you a debt, and after what happened in the deep roads, I have no other way to repay you. I'll leave you to your adventures. Your mother asks that you return to the mansion when you have a chance.
Finding home. And now we have that. Okay.
Someone thinks he's important.
Who's that directed to?
Successful with men. You're not that pretty.
Cast a wide enough net and you're bound to catch something.
At least you're willing to admit it.
Trust me. I've heard, "Get away from me, you pirate hag," more times than I care to count.
Doesn't that bother you?
Why should it? They don't know me. I know me.
Nothing here, nothing there. All right. Nothing there. Excuse me. And nothing there. Good. In we go. Aveline?
You've settled in nicely.
It's been hard work to get here.
Indeed. Still, more coin never hurts, right? Say, if someone wanted to pass some work your way...
I'm listening, Aveline. What's the trouble?
A thorn in my side, inventing trouble and scaring people. Remember Emmerich, the Templar? He wants your help, and some sort of official sanction.
Official sanction?
For his investigation. He's convinced that every random murder in the past few years is connected, and he won't be quiet.
You don't think it's worth investigating?
I have. He even convinced one of my lieutenants to raid the Dupuis mansion. Nothing there. You wouldn't believe how much ass I had to kiss after that. Bloody hobbyist constable. Why can't he spend his declining years building a boat or something?
Seems like it should be easy to prove if there are bodies.
Kirkwall isn't the safest place. That doesn't mean everything terrible is related. There's no sense to that. Can't be.
I seem to recall he had some good leads.
Then you won't mind chasing his threads. If it leads somewhere, I'll pick it up. Right now, he's just distracting my men. He's in the gallows. Do what you can. Thanks, Hawk. I'll try not to make a habit of this.
I appreciate that. And tons of stuff. Greetings, I hope this letter finds you well. I often thought of you in the past 3 years. Without your kindness, my Fenrir would have been long since sold to slavers. Instead, he has thrived and began to master his magic. But now his nightmares have caught up with him, and neither the keeper nor the first enchanter know how to help him. I don't know where else to turn. Please come to my home in the alienage. I'll be waiting to speak with you. Thank you again for the compassion you've shown Fenrir in the past. Sincerely yours, Rennie. Hold on, guys. I might have to sneeze here. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. The Underground Railroad. Many people in the city owe you their lives, and I am one of them. When my friends and I were cornered by the Templars, you helped us escape. Over the years, most Starkhaven apostates have been captured, but thanks to the help of many people, I have remained free. You've done so much for the apostates. If you are moved to do more, contact Mistress Selby near the docks. She knows of many ways you could save more lives. Forever in your debt, Terry of Starkhaven. A note from Fenrir to Hawk. Life with the Dalish hasn't been easy. Keeper Marithari tries her best, but I don't know what else she can do for me. The younger elves won't accept me, and I often hear them whisper behind my back. The elders have more discretion, but I can see it in their eyes. They're afraid of me. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Sometimes it feels like you're the only person I could trust. Your friend Fenrir. Or Fenrir. I think it's Fenrir. Fenrir? Feeling inadequate. Flag flying at half-mast. Does your soldiers not stand to attention? Does your dwarf shy away from the deep roads? Come to the German apothecary and ask for our special sauce. Our special sauce is infused with the essence of 52 herbs. It's completely natural, completely safe, and absolutely effective. You will never feel the same again. Be the man other men want to be. Be the man you deserve to be. From Elrin. Monsieur Hawk, words aren't enough to convey how grateful I am. Thank you for saving my daughter from that monster. When I look at my little girl, I'm reminded of what you did for my family. Leah has found a hero in you. She's become interested in swordplay and combat, and she speaks of joining the guard one day. She seems none the worse for wear. In your debt, Elrin. A message from Price. Sabrar, I'm glad to hear that Anithral took no vengeance on you for helping me. I surely would have died in her service. My sisters are both mates now, and I have proven myself an able shepherd, and have been granted 2 ewes of my own to start a flock. I heard you made a name for yourself in Kirkwall. My hopes for your continued success. Thank you again. Transcribed by the Lady of the House for Price. Dear Sir or Madam, I am Lord Elkman Falk of Starkhaven. I have faith in the Maker and Andraste, his beloved prophet, that I must bring this matter of urgent business to you. Years ago, I served the office of seneschal to the royal family of Starkhaven. Sadly, they have been ousted by a foul usurper. I represent His Royal Highness Prince Corbin Vale, the true heir to the throne, and with your help, Maker willing, we will see him wear the crown of Starkhaven once more. Simply, Send me the details of an open bank account in Kirkwall, and I will arrange that the funds are transferred to you. My king will then contact you to receive his fortune. I leave you with a hefty award. I must warn you, the Antevans will not consider the account visible if it contains less than 100 sovereigns. Please observe the utmost confidentially. Yours, Lord Alkman Falk. Hawk, heard you lot got to the free marches. Don't know why you'd bother, but I suppose it's better than Olay. They got spiders up there, big ones. Couldn't swing a dead cat around here without hitting a giant spider, but the blight drove them off. Maker, dark days ahead. Mark my words, a man can't even cover his blighted lands with poisonous traps. Old Barlin. We remember meeting him in Lothering, don't we? Gamblin and Mel. Payment is now 2 months late, Sarar. Interest occurs, as you're well aware. You will find you're barred from our establishment unless payment is made. Think no botter, car sharper, or numbers runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantries. Gallard. Dearest Leandra, I hope you and the children are holding up. I'm so sorry about Bethany. Such a dear girl. I remember her helping me weed. The blight has taken too much from us. Thank the Maker for the hero of Ferelden and the Grey Wardens. Things are slowly getting back to normal in the most of the country, but Lothering is gone for good. We hope to rebuild there, but the blight poisoned the land. It takes decades for the earth to recover. It may never. Redcliffe is a nice place, and I'm starting to see it as home. The village saw some trouble during the blight, but it's recovering. Perhaps you could visit sometime. Please write me again, my dear. I wish to hear about your life in Kirkwall. Send my regrets and fond regards to the children. Your friend, Miriam. And we remember her, too. All right. So, prime suspect. Still have that. Night terrors. Okay. Side quest and underground. Okay. Order potions. I want... Ooh, storage. That's where I want. I want that. And we'll wait. Sebastian. I still don't know why I can't wear those. Let's pull those out now that we've got all our companions. Did I just store all those? Alright, I'll be right back. Okay. Good Lord. Let's just make it harder for myself. Let's go up here first.
That's Mother's room. I shouldn't intrude.
Okay.
Handprints? Was someone swinging on the chandelier? Sandal.
I mean, it does look like fun. I can't blame the man.
Maker's breath. Put some clothes on, man. Alright, so she said to look at the crest sideways, then cover the... Sweet Maker, Isabella. I can't unsee that.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
So much has happened since we got here. I'm glad I've got it all written down. Poor Prince. I told him to stay off the bed.
He's a dog.
I think I'll let Sandal empty that. Isabella seemed disappointed that she didn't find anything worth gossiping about. Snoop.
But we love her. She's awesome.
Its eyes follow me around the room. Creepy. Commander's manifesto. This thing turns up everywhere. Fenris said Daenerys left this at the mansion. Best keep Isabella's books on the top shelf. Don't want to scar Sandal.
Takes a lot to scar that poor boy. Okay. We got that.
I can make it for you.
You can. Okay, I don't have any of that. And I don't have any of that.
You like the shiny?
I like the shiny.
If you need any enchantments, I'm sure my boy would be happy to help. Just so.
I like the doggy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Ruff, 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 ruff.
It looks like they're having a nice chat. Maybe Sandal picked up some Mabari speak from our time at the hero of Ferelden's camp.
No, I wanted this one.
Wish Bodan would clean the fireplace. Says it reminds him of a mine shaft.
It's strange living
Hey,
here
Mama.
again. My childhood home. Now owned by my child. It's not something I could have imagined when I was a little girl staring out this window. I'm still grateful you used your money from the expedition to buy back the estate. I feel like an Amel again.
I'm going to make the name Hawke one to be proud of in this city.
I don't doubt it. Your father would have said that, with that exact look too. I just wish we could all be together as a family one more time. But I can't spend the rest of my life mourning Bethany and Carver. They're gone, and I can't bring them back. I guess I just need to start picking you out a suitable husband.
Why does moms always feel the
Welcome
need?
home, Miss Eyre. A letter arrived for you. It's on the desk. That's where I'll put messages which come while you're out.
Oh, that dog. Well, maybe chew marks add character to the piece.
It does. Anyway, so yeah, moms sort of do that. Not all moms, I should say. Mine never forced me into anything like that, but back in the day, you never knew. At least in my grandmother and great grandmother's position, they did, but I don't think that works anytime in these times anymore. Alright, so the Thetis calendar. For most good folk, the details of our calendars have little purpose. It is useful only to tell them when the summer day festival will be had, when the snows are expected to begin, and when the harvest must be completed. The naming of the years are a matter for historians and taxmen, and a few, if pressed, could even tell you the reason that our current age is named after dragons. It is 930 Dragon Age, the 30th year of the 9th age since the crowning of the Chantry's first divine. Each age is exactly 100 years, with the next ages chosen in the 99th year. The scholars in Val Rayo advise the Chantry of prominence seen in that 99th year, and the Chantry authorities pore over the research for months before the divine announces the name of the imminent age. The name is said to be an omen of what it is to come, of what the people of Thetis will face for the next 100 years. The current age was not meant to be Dragon Age. Throughout the last months of the Blessed Age, the Chantry was prepared to declare the Sun Age, named for the symbol of Orlesian Empire, which at that time sprawled over much of the south of Thetis and controlled both Ferelden and what is now Navarra. It it was to be celebrated of the Elysian imperial glory. But as the rebellion in Ferelden reached a head and the Battle of Riverdane was about to begin, a particular event occurred, a rampage, the rising of the dreaded High Dragon. Dragons have been thought practically extinct since the day of Navarian dragon hunts, and they say that it is that to see this great beast rise from the frostbacks was both majestic and terrifying. As the rampage began and the High Dragon decimated the countryside in its search for food, the elderly divine Faustina II abruptly declared the Dragon Age. Some say the divine was declaring support for Ole in the battle against Ferelden, since the dragon is an element of Defia family hierarchy of the Keen Medrin and so-called usurper King of Ferelden. Be that it as it may, the High Dragon's rampage turned towards the Elysian sides of the Frostback Mountains, killing hundreds and sending thousands more fleeing to the northern coast. The Ferelden rebels won the Battle of Riverdane, ultimately securing their independence. Many thus think that the Dragon Age will come to represent a time of violent and dramatic changes for all Thedas. It remains to be seen. From the studies Logan by Brother Genetivi, Chantry Scholar, 925 Dragon. That's very interesting. Alright. So, my people, we are going back here. And basically we're going to search Hightown and head towards Sebastian first. We're going to take a loop.
Good to see you.
And look for any open boxes.
The hanged man last night.
Your eyes are like bumblebees flying into the window of my soul.
My favorite was your
What are you doing in my
lips are
kitchen?
like the wings
Get out of my
of
kitchen.
sparrows.
Go on.
Red ones with no feathers.
Oh, speak and send the plucked wings of your lips soaring.
I'd buy the guy a drink, but I don't think he needs one.
Agreed. In we go.
The guard wouldn't have taken my boy if he'd just been decent to him. You mean if I hadn't yelled, "Stop, thief," when he stole my wages? Fat chance, sweetie.
Nothing here. Yeah. The sound effects. Alright. They really did go all out on the sound effects. Not so much the
Go on up, sir. They're waiting.
I need 4 more dwarven
Well,
ales.
fancy meeting you here. Just, here for a drink myself.
Uh-huh. I'm sure you are.
Do you think Lucine will hire one of those oxmen?
Lucine would hire the maker if he returns.
She'd try, but she's so cheap she'd never afford him.
Huh?
Did you take the perfume out of my room?
What would I want with perfume? Do I look like a woman?
Of course you do, sweetie. You're an elf. And not a pretty one, I'm afraid, but there it is.
Remember this voice? Remember this one here? This elf?
Sunshine, Daisy, Ravani. What am I? You don't call anyone by name except for me. Where's my name?
That's not true. And Bianca?
Paul is a family name, and Bianca is a crossbow. Don't change the subject.
Haven't thought of a good one yet. What do you think of red?
Too common.
What do you think of one? Let me know.
Guardsman. Probably too simple again. And nothing? Nothing. Around and round in circles we go. Feel like the monkey's chasing the weasel. Hey, get out of there, please.
Varric. You, Varric, have a very large mouth.
When are you
And
going
here
to-
I've always looked up to you. What is it now?
There were fistfights in the barracks over who was the model for your guard cereal.
Hard in Hightown. Riveting stuff. Everyone loves a dirty guard on the edge.
Varric.
Fine. I'll start his big finish. 3 chapters until Donan Brennakovic retires and opens a tavern on the coast. I sure hope he makes it. He's getting too old for this shit.
Eh? Love it. And this is what we get for frickin' not finishing, or, well, not having a finished Dragon Age Origins. I don't want to do you. I'm gonna skip you. Don't care. Alright.
You won't.
Yeah. Morgan, why don't you just lay down, babe? Okay. Yes. 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 Thank you.
Find better prices.
Ooh, that was a score there.
You want daggers? Got them too.
Don't need anything from you, dude. Nor you, it looks like. Don't need anything there. There wasn't behind him. Ooh, here we go. A Study of the Fifth Blight, Volume 2. The Wardens sought Arl Eamon, uncle of the late King Callahan, in hopes of mustering troops from the Ferelden nobility. Upon arriving in Redcliffe, they learned that the Arl had fallen ill and was near death. His knights had gone in pursuit of the fabled ashes of Andraste. Eamon's only hope for a cure in the village surrounding the keep was bested by a host of animated corpses. The warden found and stopped the demons behind the undead before joining the search for Eamon's cure. Well, at least that part is correct. I'm happy with that part. But again, it's not all going to be correct, because when I went and jumped into this, we didn't have a save. Full save, so I had to do whatever I was doing in Origins for that time being. So I guess I could have just went straight to the default, but I'm still gonna do a bunch of defaults anyway. Chanter's board. Let's see what you got. Sketchy on the details. Unwanted competition helps no one. A bunch of foreign assassins are roaming the streets looking for some fool mage. Can't have these people killing without contracts. It's chaos. Get rid of these fools before they bring their guards down on us all. Perfect. Chest. You like chests. Oh.
Perhaps if we put some flowers there, and some ribbons there.
Okay.
Tell me what was in that box, Rennie.
Which box? I've opened so.
Those two, but later. Right now, that Kunari relic.
I'll make you a deal. I'll tell you what was in that box if you tell me how Bianca got her name.
Fine. Forget I asked. Evil woman.
A Kunari one. How'd you know it was a Kunari one?
I see Torlin's back again to set up a wedding for that daughter of hers. Which chases off suitors faster? An overbearing mother or a duck-faced daughter?
Forgive me, Your Grace.
It's not enough to ask forgiveness for a sin you committed in full knowledge. The Maker blessed us with minds and a conscience. He does not approve when we fail to use them.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you wronged.
Alright. Our first battle, people. You found one of the Torhani's books. The pages are filled with secrets of blood magic. You feel the stirring of power as you look upon it. Destroy the book. You destroy the book. Forbidden knowledge. Torhani's books of blood. Was Aveline one mage or a full cabal? I found another reference to Azbekanek in the Black Journal. The blood feeds, the blood nourish. In the blood, the call is heard. In the blood, the deal is made. My master bathes in the river of blood. Then the great Zenobach came. And now we got another. Fighting in the Chantry.
Never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
Down you go. Nothing back here. Nothing there. Perfect. Around we go. Door? I love mods. The Ecdema of Kirkwall. Ironically, the Chantry has the best records on the Imperium occupation that we have found. None of the forbidden texts, which have undoubtedly been destroyed, but many administrative records in their cold, numbered rolls. Misery is told. Thousands of slaves pass through the gallows to work the mines or be shipped elsewhere. The list of Aveline children is numbing. 3 maiden, 2 mute, and 4 serviceable. The numbers don't add up. For every 1,000 slaves that came to Kirkwall, 100 disappeared. I checked the tax rolls as well, and the discrepancies exist there too. If one has the wit to see it, 203 slaves went missing in the Imperium's 312th year. That's just 1 year. Other records show similarly discrepancies. Over the centuries, practically a whole civilization of slaves simply disappeared. Hidden inside the cover of a book with the curious markings and signs, the Band of Three. Okay. We're just gonna go up here. We're gonna save.
Mika, give me strength.
You again. And this is where we're gonna end it. And then when we come back, we'll talk to the Revered Mother and Sebastian. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.